Hey everybody, it's Michelle, and this is Queer Hustle, where we chat with queer entrepreneurs about how they're starting up and scaling. And today we have Brady Bates from Brady Bates Photography out of Portland. Brady, you want to introduce yourself to the crew?
Awesome. So I'm Brady Bates. I am a Portland, Oregon wedding photographer. I'm super excited to be talking today and just kind of introducing myself and my business and talking about what it's like to be a gay entrepreneur here in Portland and just how this whole experience has happened and how it's affected my life.
Absolutely. One of the reasons I was really excited to talk to you today, Brady, also is that you're a young entrepreneur. And we end up talking to a lot of folks. I think the average age to start a business is around 45. So we end up talking to a lot of folks in their 40s and 50s. We don't get to talk to tons of young entrepreneurs. If you don't mind, how old are you and how long have you been in business for yourself?
I am 21 currently. I started my business full time. I think I got my business license when I was 17. So going on year 4 of being a photographer. And so it's been quite a journey. I look back to 4 years ago and I'm like, I can't believe I thought this was good. But yeah, it's definitely been such a fun experience.
It's so cool to talk to somebody so young that's already been doing this for 4 years. And it just goes to show you, people watching and listening, there isn't an age bound on this. There's not a lower bound, there's not an upper bound on entrepreneurship. If you've got a good idea and you're good at something and you're providing value to people, you can go out and do it. So everyone's watching saying, oh my God, you're 21. What have we all done with our lives? You've already been in business for 4 years. What You came to this so much earlier than most people. Some people take years or even decades to realize that they want to be in business for themselves. What made you realize that this is the path I want to be on from such a young age?
I don't know. I kind of feel blessed. I think a lot of things fell in my lap. It kind of took me by surprise. I always said in high school, I was like, yeah, like I want to be a photographer when I'm older. And I actually had teachers tell me like, it's not financially feasible. Like it's not, like you're not going to be able to do that full time. And that was like super frustrating for me. I was like, don't tell me like I can't do something. So I like worked like hard. I did a lot of senior photos. I was shooting like 3 to 4 times a week, just doing portraits. And by no means was I charging a lot. Like I was just getting started, but it was definitely like practice and I fell in love with it. Like, and that's all that mattered for me. So then I started shooting weddings and like so many opportunities kind of came my way. And I'm so blessed that people older than me trusted me at such a young age to be a part of weddings with them. And just like let me be there. Like it was an honor. And so that's kind of where I fell in love with it. And it was around the time that I was graduating that I was like, I definitely can do this. And I just believed in myself. And I had so many people around me that believed in me. And so that was huge because, you know, once you hear from like teachers, like, oh, like you can't do that. Like it's not possible. You're not going to make money. I was just like, no, like I'm going to do it. I'm going to prove you wrong. Like, so that motivated me a lot to just like get out there and do it and do what I wanted because, you know, like happiness is the most important thing to me and just like doing what I love.
So you love shooting weddings, and that's interesting to me because I've worked with several photographers, and a lot of the photography clients I've had in the past have done weddings because they felt like it was the way to make money, but maybe it wasn't their favorite thing to do, or they were kind of feeling like, oh, I have to shoot weddings to get by. And we've said, no, let's like pivot you to what you want to be doing. But you actually really love shooting weddings. Why do you love shooting weddings so much?
I do. I don't know what it is. I've definitely changed my business a little bit over the past 4 years. I was shooting big weddings when I first started. They were mainly in Washington, D.C. And they, you know, weddings on the East Coast, I think, are a little bit more different. They're more of like a production, hundreds of guests. Whereas on the West Coast, I've noticed there's a lot more elopements, intimate weddings. So it's definitely been a big, like a big difference. But I like, no matter what it is, I really love being there. Like I love getting to know couples and just like photographing all the people around them. It's such a happy environment. Everyone is just like rooting everyone on like throughout the day. And then like at the end, it's just like a big dance party and like you meet so many friends. Just the whole environment of like wedding days are just so happy and so inspiring to me. So it makes it fun.
So, I mean, one question that we get all the time and we try to kind of address here with everybody, and everyone thinks about it differently, is what does being queer have to do with business at all? Like, is it even something that registers in your day to day business experience? Do you feel like it doesn't matter? Or do you feel like it does matter? And if so, why or how does it matter?
I feel like it hasn't really impacted me personally a lot, but I think it does matter. I think it's awesome to have queer entrepreneurs out there because more queer business owners can open people's mind more about, you know, like who can be a business owner or like what they can do despite being gay or like falling under the queer category. Um, so I think it does matter, because I think like I would love to support more queer entrepreneurs. But for me personally, I don't think I've ever been affected by it, which I'm super, super blessed.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think there's kind of like three lenses on that, right? You said something about in spite of being queer, there's in spite of being queer, there's, you know, regardless, it doesn't matter at all. And then there's like, because of being queer, I'm able to do X, Y, and Z. And different people sort of experience that in different ways. Are
right.
you starting to feel like, I mean, you kind of mentioned some things around because I'm queer, I'm able to do these types of things or take this type of stance or work with this type of people. Are you feeling yourself leaning in that direction at all?
I don't know if necessarily opportunities have come because I'm gay, and it's also been like it's so fresh that I haven't noticed. And maybe there are some instances where um, things have come my way that I haven't realized, but not yet. It's only been since May, so
I
it's
know you're
hard.
so fresh out.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely been new. So I don't think so, not yet.
So cool to see you doing it. So inspirational. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Brady Bates Photography. Check him
Or,
out on Instagram, and we will see
yeah,
you all next time.
awesome. Thank you so much. Bye.